Hi friends, I am Dr. Mukesh Sanklechia, pediatrician and neonatologist practicing at Bombay Hospital, Mumbai and Colaba for the past 27 years. Well, the list is actually very long, but it depends on whether the cough is of a short duration of 3 to 5 to 7 days, the cough and cold is recurrent, or it is over a long period of time. So the commonest cause of cough which occurs for a short period, 5 to 7 days, the two common causes are an infection and allergies. So this infection could be either viral or bacterial, and allergies could be either to dust mite, to pollen, to some chemical irritant in the air. So these are two common causes of acute cough and cold for a short period of time. When this cough occurs repeatedly, it's usually because of allergies. And when this cough goes on for a long period of time, for several weeks, several months, it could be asthma, it could be tuberculosis, it could be a foreign body, could be something even more sinister. Types of cough: you can have a cough which is predominantly in the night and early morning, and typically that cough is either because of an allergy and asthma or because of a postnasal drip. Also, a cough which is aggravated by running, crying or exertion is usually an allergic or an asthmatic cough. A cough which occurs in the day and goes away in the night is usually because of a throat irritation. And sometimes you may have even a fictitious cough, where a child coughs to stay away from school or to show that he is actually unwell when he is not. As the name suggests, dry cough does not bring out any sputum, mucus, whereas a wet cough tends to bring out sputum. Unfortunately, small children may not bring out sputum. So, if the cough sounds wet versus if a cough sounds dry, you can differentiate whether the cough is wet or cough is dry. A lot of mothers tell me, "Bacche ko balgam hai," because she can hear the wet cough in the chest. So, based on whether child is bringing out sputum and based on how the cough sounds, you can make out whether the cough is dry or wet. Also, as I told you, typically a dry cough is a throat cough. So if in addition to the cough, the child has throat pain, the throat is swollen, it's more likely a dry cough. Whereas if a child has a running nose or he has some findings in the chest, then more likely it's a wet cough. To answer this question in the correct spirit, actually cold is a common occurrence in all normal children. Children tend to have as many as between 5 and 12 episodes of cold in 1 year. So roughly 1 episode of cold in a month is actually a normal occurrence. So the first thing is you must reassure the parents that if your child is getting a little bit of a cold once a month, it's not so much of an issue. At the same time, to try and reduce the frequency of the cold in children, you try and ensure that the child takes a nutritious, good diet, takes his good source of vitamins and minerals, preferably through food sources like fruits, vegetables, salads, sprouts, nuts. The child sleeps well, minimizes screen time, and has good exposure to outdoor physical activity. So the tips will depend on what the cause of cough is. If a child has a dry cough, it's usually because of a sore throat. So the best way to prevent it is again a good diet, avoiding foods that are very sour, very cold, very oily, and if the throat gets spoiled, to do gargling. If it's a wet cough, it usually means that there is involvement of either the nasal sinuses or the chest. So this kind of a wet cough, if it goes on for more than a few days, is actually an indication to see your pediatrician. Steam inhalation is a practice that has been followed since times immemorial. And what does steaming do? It basically creates a vapor which opens up the nose and a little bit of the throat. So steaming is actually a very useful and harmless mode of intervention The only concern is that you have to be very careful when steaming, because there is a real risk of a burns injury in case the child fiddles and pulls the source of steam. A practical way of steaming would be to put on the hot water in the shower and make the child sit in that room so that he gets the steam without any risk of a burn or a scald. Actually, this is one of grandma's therapies whose answer actually nobody has even today. But my take on this as a pediatrician is it can do no harm. So if you're doing gargling with warm water with salt or one of the commercially available solutions, it's fine. It will help. And also there is a lot of noise about use of gargling in COVID infections. By and large, COVID affects the entire respiratory tract and not just the throat. And therefore, gargling would be of minimal or no use in COVID. Firstly, when it comes to children, there are very few commercially available rubs for children specifically. And if you use an adult rub, it may contain stronger chemicals which have potential for skin irritation. And if it gets absorbed through the skin, there is potential for toxicity. So by and large, firstly, don't use an adult rub for a child. If there is a rub available specifically for children, it may be used, but it's more of a placebo effect more than of any genuine medical benefit. Once again, you go back to your grandma. She used to say, haldi ka doodh piyo. She used to say, have honey. Well, interestingly, honey is a well-documented mode of treating cough in children at home. What you must take care is that you must not use honey in a child who's below 1 year because there is risk of botulism. Once the child is above 1, rather than using any allopathic or Ayurvedic cough syrup, you can very well use honey for treatment of cough and sore throat. Okay, that's a very interesting question, and actually it's a difficult question to answer. I know how mothers struggle with deciding whether they should come to us or treat the child themselves. So let us see a few clear indications. If the child has high fever, if the cough is disturbing the child at night, if because of the cough the child is vomiting repeatedly, if the cough is not settled in about 5 to 7 days, which is the usual duration for a viral cough, then it's time to see the doctor. If the child looks very sick and unwell, even on the first day, you may need to go to the doctor immediately.